If you want to get a happy, healthy relationship with food and eating and be at your happy weight, then follow someone who has a happy, healthy relationship with food and eating and is at their happy weight without stress and without all that. I could have just said that right off the bat. That was more succinct. But, I get so passionate about this because I know the pain that this kind of thinking causes. And it makes you feel like you're a big loser, you have no discipline. And yes, you do. Yes, you do. Don't let that foil, don't let that impede your progress, that you're having these negative thoughts about yourself because maybe you're not at the weight you want to be at. But listen, the reason you got there is not because of lack of discipline. It's because you actually started dieting. So who am I talking to? I'm talking to my dieting friends, my soon-to-be ex-dieting friends. Because if you've never been on a diet and you're way heavier than you want to be, I hope I can help you, but I'm not sure. I am sure I can help you if you've dieted a lot. You're my people, okay? Because I was one, and I escaped. Escaped is not too dramatic of a word. So stick with me, and let's normalize your relationship with food and eating and have fun. Instead of like, oh God, what do I weigh today? I don't have a scale. I haven't had a scale in decades. That used to be the first thing I did every day. And sometimes it was like, oh wow. Ooh. And sometimes it was like, oh God, I'm going to have a terrible day now. Do not do that to yourself, okay? Don't do that to yourself. All right. So last time we were here, we were on page like 45, 44 of the workbook, and you were going to go over the questions that plague us, or that the thoughts that plague us when we leave diet culture and we're going into the happy land of intuitive eating where food is not the enemy, and you think all these negative things about yourself. So I hope you did that. I'm going to say them again real quick. If I ate whenever I was hungry, I would gain a lot of weight. If I ate what I crave, I would just eat junk. If I ate what I crave, I would never crave healthful food. It is very important to get good nutrition, so I follow the rules. So we're going to go through those real quick. If I ate what I crave, I'm sorry, no, I missed the first one. If I ate whenever I was hungry, I would gain a lot of weight. No, you wouldn't, because hunger goes with eating. And if you're eating with hunger, that's beautiful. So you're not going to gain weight eating with hunger. What you're probably thinking is that I don't even know when I'm hungry and I eat when I'm not hungry, so I'm just going to gain weight if I just give myself like no rules. Okay. It isn't a rule, it's a policy. It's a way to approach food and eating. It's not a hard and fixed rule like you can only have 500 calories for breakfast or what. It's you pivoting back to Mother Nature, back to this beautiful body that you have, and it just going, please listen to me, I'm not hungry right now, and you're eating anyway. Why are you doing that? Well, because diet brain, and believe me, I was there, sets you up for, no, I'm not hungry, but I'm going to do this tomorrow. The whole leaving the present, which I talk about a lot. You start making deals, or you give up, you feel, I'm just so heavy anyway, who cares? You just got to get all that out of your head, and we're doing that with you now. This is why we're going through the workbook. You just say to yourself, the only question that is relevant when I'm deciding what, when, and how much to eat is, am I hungry? Because nothing else matters. If you're eating without hunger, then that's a complete betrayal of this, okay? Because this is smarter than any app, any diet guru, anything that you've been exposed to over your life. So just always, and I get questions all the time, and that's great, fine, but the answer is usually, am I hungry? Like, oh, I'm pregnant, I'm worried. Are you hungry? Your body is so smart. Now, if you're pregnant, I'm not a doctor or anything, so be careful, in terms of getting your proper nutrition and all that. That is important. But the bottom line answer for most of us, for most of 95% of your life, is, should I eat? Are you hungry? Yes, I'm hungry. What are you craving? I'm just really I really want something hearty. It's kind of chilly out today, and I just really feel like a big bowl of hearty soup, maybe with or stew or something, and I think maybe some bread with that would be good. Okay. And then eat that, and then you say, how do I feel? How do I feel? I felt like that. I responded this way. Was it a win? Did I feel good? Yes. Did it feel good? No. Actually, I think that's not what I wanted. You have to relearn these things because we've trained it out of our brain. I trained it out of my brain too. I had no idea when I was hungry anymore. I had no idea about anything because I was a dieter for 25 years. But when you just say to yourself, I'm listening, I'm going to shut my judgmental mouth off, my judgmental brain off of food and what I'm doing. I'm shutting that off, and I'm just going to respect that this that Mother Nature gave me is good, and she knows what she needs, right? He knows what he needs, or they, whatever. You You know, but you just don't trust it. You have to build that trust again. And you do it, you start by listening. Am I hungry? No, I really feel like eating anyway. If you just delay until you're hungry again, you can eat. You're going to eat plenty of times today, right? It's not this big negative thing. It feels negative because you associate that with when you're dieting and you're hungry and you can't eat. That's miserable. But remember, that's not what we're doing here. When you're hungry, you eat. So it's always calm. It's always peaceful. I'm kind of hungry now. Maybe, I don't know. Well, just wait. Just wait. See how you feel, okay? So this judgment that the first one that we just talked about, if I ate whenever I was hungry, I would gain a lot of weight. No, you won't. If you eat when you're hungry, you're probably going to lose weight because you generally eat less when you eat just with hunger, okay? And believe me, if you go, oh no, she's telling me to eat less, listen. If you can eat whenever you're hungry, not eating when you're not hungry isn't hard. It's much easier than dieting. Believe me, I promise you, when I was first starting this, I thought, oh God, no, I'm just going to eat with hunger. Just try it. Just get used to it. And it's a habit that builds on itself. I always have to say this because the diet crushes you, but this just empowers, it lifts you. It's beautiful. Oh, really. Please believe me. I think we talked about this last week, but this is important. You eat more between diets because you anticipate another diet, and that increased eating in turn makes you believe that you need to diet. Do you get that? So you were on a diet, now you're off the diet, and now you're eating, and you're eating more than you really actually not even need. It's just you're just eating more because you're not even staying in the present. You're just like, well, I'm going to eat more now because I'm going on a diet then. So you were on a diet, you're in between diets, going on another diet. You're never just you. You're never just you. And that's where your healthy, thin mentality, that's where intuitive eating is. When you're not fearing another diet, when you're not eating a certain way because you know you're going to go on another diet or you just went on a diet, that all goes away. What's the question? Am I hungry? That's what matters. We skip over that like it's nothing. Oh, that's so nutritious. Are you hungry? No. Well, then it's not nutritious. It's not nutritious at all because you're not hungry. Hunger goes with eating. So that terrible cycle of just being in between diets or on a diet, you got to break that. And I know it's scary. I get it. I was scared too. But turns out, you can trust this. You just got to give yourself time, and you've just got to stay in the moment. Am I hungry? Am I suffering? No, because I'm not hungry. I just feel like I usually eat right now when I'm doing this or whatever. But let me just hold on. And it's not discipline because it's not discipline like dieting. Dieting is really hard because you're fighting your body. This is, I guess I don't know. I don't ever call it discipline, but it's a habit that's built with your body. To me, the disciplining feeling of diets is because you're fighting your biological urge to eat. And so you want to eat, but but I can't because I'm on a diet. That's going against your body, against what you are craving, what your body's asking for. That to me, that's discipline, but it's not a good discipline. It's a force field that you're putting on your body instead of listening. When you listen to your body, the first couple times you do it, it's harder because you're not used to it. But then have that little win and go, I was really hungry an hour and a half ago. And I just said, just wait. Can I just wait? As soon as I know the hunger's real and I feel it, then I can eat. And so I waited. And the hunger kind of went away for a little bit because hunger is not a straight line. Nope. And now I'm hungry and it feels powerful and good and I feel happy and I'm eating and it's great. That's a win. And those kind of little experiences will help you get through this because you'll go, I was a little worried about that because when I've been told not to eat in the past, it makes me feel so bad. Yeah, because you were hungry, right? And you just get a rhythm going with this. If I ate what I crave, I would eat junk. For me, at first, being, an intuitive eater and all that, I did eat more junk at first because I couldn't believe it. As long as you eat with hunger, even junk isn't fattening. I'm telling you, I know that was such a revelation to me too. But if you're hungry and you eat cookies or whatever, that's energy, right? And I'm not saying you're going to feel the greatest after that. I'm not saying it's the best thing, but get through that part. Just say, I'm hungry, I want a cookie, eat it. And feel, okay, how do I feel? How do I feel? If it makes you feel poorly, like for me, the sweets in the late afternoon make me feel poorly, you'll notice that and you'll go, okay, I want to respect this. I want to hear this. I want to take care of myself. That didn't feel good. So I'm not going to next time I'm going to remember, I really wanted that. And sometimes you'll have it anyway, even knowing you're not going to feel good. Sometimes you will. But as time goes on, you're going to go, no, I'm not going to do that, because if I just have it later, like at 8 o'clock or whatever, I'll feel fine. If I still want it then, I'll have it then. You just learn to take care of yourself like you're your own little kid, right? You take care of yourself, which is beautiful. If I ate what I crave, I would never crave healthful food. Well, that's because I remember thinking that, like, I'm never going to eat a salad again. Well, that's because whenever I ate salad, I didn't put any dressing on it, or I put some sad, gross Catalina French dressing. You guys remember that? It was like watered down ketchup, and it was like no calories. So, I'll have that. Now, if I eat a salad, I put on olive oil or fat or whatever it is that I feel like having. And so I eat more food like that because I'm allowing myself to enjoy it fully by putting the dressing on it or whatever it is that is, I want, or I put little bacon bits in it or whatever. You don't say salad, just, low calorie, just greens or whatever. No, you just expand that. So that's not true. And you will find that salad's an example, but you will find that you use all your senses when you're deciding what to eat as an intuitive eater. Your eyes, your nose, your ears, crackling, thing on the grill, everything. Just, it helps inform you on what you're going to eat. There will be a time, and you will love this, when you will be hungry and you will open your refrigerator, use your eyes, or you look on your counter and you go, oh, that's what I want. And it'll be something, a piece of fruit or something that you can't believe right now that you would ever crave over, like bread or something. But you will. And you're going to go, oh, there's my wisdom. It's in there. And I've noticed over periods of time in my life, like if I feel like I'm getting sick, I will go, oh, you know what? I've been craving not drinking oranges, but because I really generally don't like that, but eating oranges. I'll go, wow, I have had a couple oranges in the last couple of days. I think I am getting sick because it's usually when I crave those. Just weird things like that. That may not happen to you. You'll have your own story. I'm not leading you to my healthy thin mentality. I'm leading you to yours. Yours is different than mine and hers and his and everything. But it's yours. And you own it. It's yours. And it's so nice to have something just yours in that way. Then, this is the one that gets so many people. It's very important to get good nutrition, so I need to follow rules. If you think your body doesn't want good nutrition, right? How do animals know what to eat? They get the nutrition they need because they're instinctually drawn to things. So are we, so are we. You'll find, and basically times of the month and all that, you'll notice little things that are different. You might want chocolate. Fine, eat it. You might, whatever it is. Just notice it. See, I think this is what I'm craving. Again, in the beginning, keep doing this. I'm going to repeat this. I know I said this a few minutes ago, but this bears repeating. When you're learning what you want, and if you're connecting it correctly, like I think I'm craving this, is this what I need? When you do that, just really pay attention and remember that I felt like I really wanted an orange, and I ate it, or I ate part of it, and I said, no, this isn't doing it. So I tried something else. I tried tomato soup, and then that really was good. Or I tried toast and butter, and that was just give yourself some options to figure out what it is that's going to hit you right. And notice not just the immediate mouth happiness, but how you feel like an hour later or half an hour later. Was that a win for you? And we're all different. You have to figure this out again. And it's been trained out of you. When we were little kids, we'd sit around the lunch table at school, talk about what food you liked. You knew what you liked. And again, we're taught, some of us, sadly, from very early ages, oh, that's bad. And then, I better not want that. And mom will think I'm bad or whatever. Or, I'll do something and everyone will think that's really weird that I'm eating that. Don't worry about it. And if you are heavier than you want to be, I like to mention this a lot. Sometimes when you're eating something in public, you feel like, well, I'm heavier than I want to be, and I feel like they're judging me because I'm eating a potato or whatever. I know, that's hard. Just know in your strong heart, and you're taking care of yourself, this is your path out of a diet brain where you're so judgy about stuff you eat. You want to not be judgy about what you're eating. You want to be nourishing yourself. And the nutrition, again, in the beginning, you probably will, when you leave diet culture and you're like, and especially if you haven't allowed yourself to eat a bunch of junk lately or last however many years, or whenever you did eat it, you kind of did it, you hit it or whatever like that. When you first start, you might just go to that first because you're just so it's such a new thing. Oh, I have cookies and I'm going to eat some. But I can tell you now, and I promise you, I'm not like unique, and this is just normal. Like it used to be when I was a dieter, if I had something sweet in my house, or which I would, and especially when my kids were young and all that, I would know exactly what it was, where it was, how much I had, and blah, blah, blah. Now, I can have stuff, I don't even know what sweet stuff I have. I always have something, I don't know, but what I'm trying to say is it loses its importance. It loses its hold on you because you're not obsessed with it any longer, right? Like when we get something taken away, we get obsessed with it. That's human nature. When we think there's a shortage, we all go to the store and stock up on silly things. That's human nature. So you want to work with your human nature. You don't want to make yourself feel like you're going to get cut off. That's the kind of stuff that screws us up, guys. You want to calmly reunite with your beautiful, beautiful wisdom. What's going on inside you is so good. You want to trust that, and you want to build that trust slowly, without being a bully to yourself or being harsh. And if you have a day where you feel you didn't connect hunger and eating well, just okay, you learn from it and go on. There is no on and off. This is just you being an intuitive eater, learning and being. And it's not some little skinny track you're on. You're just going forward. And there will be days when you feel so strong, and there will be days when you don't. And you'll go, oh, my friend just lost 10 pounds and she looks so good, or whatever. I'm going to my class reunion and I know. But think long term, think what do you want for your life, for the rest of your life? Because it's the rest of your life. And I'm so grateful. I know you guys, a lot of you know this. When I turned 40, that's when I adopted this lifestyle. And it has been the best gift I ever gave myself after 25 years of dieting, to be now 25 years as an intuitive eater. Best gift. And I want you to have it too. So do this. You can do this. Just take it seriously, but take it compassionately towards yourself, and trust this wisdom. And the reason you haven't heard about this so much more is because, first of all, a lot of people don't get it. But second of all, Weight Watchers really can't make so much money teaching this. What are they going to do? What are they going to sell you? Right? So if you need any help, speaking of selling, if you want to do the online course or anything, you can't afford it, to email me. I'm here. We're putting this out there so you can follow along. If you want to get the workbook, get it, but you don't have to. We're going through it together. And the best thing, if you would like to help this message get to more people out there who are suffering, subscribe, because that makes YouTube go, oh, maybe we should show that to more people, which would be nice, because I've been doing this a long time, but that's okay. I'll be here. So anyway, guys, have a great rest of your day, whenever you're watching this, and one moment at a time, one win at a time, you will get stronger and stronger and stronger, till there will come a day when someone will walk in the room with brownies and you'll go, yeah, I just don't feel like it, really, and it won't hurt. And you'll be like, yeah, well, I might have one later, but yeah, they're beautiful. Yeah, they smell good too. I just don't want one yet. Maybe later. Your healthy thin mentality.